nuda, mora, hlad. To neustojí žádnej chlap. Na kraj padnul děsej smutek, kdo měl nohy dávno utek. Nech jich moudenský majsat, kdo včera žil, dneska je prach. Už se bojí svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejt v jejich kůži. Nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a pořadem si huby jako poslední den. Můžu se bávy a dodána stávy a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž kozy jako vozy, zejtra jen tu jsou nejdem, tak ďalej vyhne a točí se zpět. Dneska budou si to neví, zase zítra je jízdy a není to naposled.
Marquardt von Auritz.
Takže zdravím. Budeme pokračovat tam, kde jsme přestali. A to je hra na slepou bábu s Terezou ve stodole. Takže Jindra se musí utíkat, toho nevím někam schovat.
Wait, I'll find you. Ha! Got you.
Jenom aby nezačalo pršet.
I bet you're here. No? Was that you? You're a sneaky one. How come I didn't hear you? Oh no! I've left clothes out to dry. We have to bring them in before they get soaked. Hey. Oh no, it's completely soaked.
You'll have to put it by the stove to dry.
No, that would just make it reek of smoke. Help me bring it to the hay.
Tak Terko, taky sbírej, ne?
It's sopping wet.
Not afraid of thunderstorms, are you?
Not anymore.
Dobrý den.
Shouldn't we spread
Ahoj
them out?
Martine.
Henry, hush now.
Tak to dopadlo, jak mělo. Pořádně si užijte. Teď pojedeme na Vraník se nechat zarabovat. Oblečenej dokonce. Tak si pokecáme s Terezou.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
About that evening.
Ah, yes. I never thanked you properly for helping me with the laundry. That storm would have carried it off to God knows where.
Oh, I think you thanked me enough. But next time we should take shelter somewhere else. That hayseed gets into places it shouldn't and itches like mad.
Henry, you donkey. You really know how to sweet-talk a girl, don't you? And anyway, what do you mean by next time? Just what exactly do you have in mind for the two of us?
Well, we'll be together. Like a couple. And when the time comes, you'll take me as your husband, right?
You're full of yourself, aren't you? But that's not how things are done.
Well, obviously, under normal circumstances, I'd ask your pa for your hand.
Papa,
Yes.
he'd set the dogs on you. Now you'd have to get Uncle Peshek's blessing.
I reckon I'd have no better luck with him. Unless he saw a way to profit from it.
And I'd have a sack of flour for my dowry. But seriously, Henry, what kind of husband would you make? You can't sit still in one place for an hour at a time.
Well, I've got a lot of duties, but I'm very fond of you, you know. And maybe one day...
I know, you silly sod. We can't get married yet. But we can still see each other and be fond of each other.
Já myslím, že...
I've got something that needs stitching up. Could you do it for me?
All right. I can't have you walking around in torn rags, can I? Show it here.
Já myslím, že jsme to ani moc nepotřebovali.
I've got something for you. I hope you won't need them, but just in case.
Thank you.
Tak, a asi si vezmeme psa. Uvidíme teda, jestli
I see he came back on his own. Did you
jestli
do
nám něco
something
bude
to him?
platné ještě.
No?
You haven't been taking care of him.
I have. It just got very dangerous, and I didn't want anything to happen to him. So I sent him back here, where he'd be safe.
Ah. That was kind of you. Sorry.
Now I can take him again. Come here, Mutt.
Tak to už tě zase mám, jo, už tě zase mám, Bořechu.
Don't you want a little wager on the ratte tourney?
Good fella. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
No jo, Bořechu, už se pleteš pod nohy, tak vím, že tě mám. Kolik je hodin? 11.
Yeah.
Takže prodáme, co můžem. Mám pocit, že mám z kláštera nějaký knížky přebytečný, sice za to moc nebude, ale přece je nevyhodíme. Tohle prodáme taky.
I'm glad to see you.
No jde, tak je to docela slušný balík nakonec. Koupíme 2 stejbovice. Upgradeujeme
Jesus
maso.
Christ be praised. How may I serve you? God be with you.
Ještě něco mám na prodej, jo, tady ty klobásy.
never heal much. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Pomstu aktivujeme, nájezdníky aktivujeme. Aha, tak ty asi jako jediný vedlejšák nedoděláme. I když uvidíme. No, teď to vezmeme přes mrchojedy, jestli teda už se vyléčili všichni nebo ne. No a pak pojedeme na Vraník.
Yeah. Yeah.
Myslím, že jsme měli jet tou spodnější cestou.
Yeah.
Pse, sakra, co se tam couráš? Oh, promiň, no.
There's people walking here.
Tak co, rychle.
God be with you.
How's it looking, Melikar?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured. It's nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, that's a relief. You've suffered enough. We've all suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died. But since you're here...
A já si to vezmu, protože minule jsem si to nevzal
That's kind of them.
a klesla mě reputace. Oni se na mě normálně urazili.
Good luck to you.
No a stejně ho mám, no tak jsem si to ani nemusel brát teda. Stejně ho mám takovou malou nějakou na to, že jsem jim všem zachránil kejhák. U vojáka bych to ještě pochopil, že jsem mu najel na hrb, ale... Co tady máme nerozdělenýho, jenom to pijáctví. A tady jenom to, co nevím, kam bych si měl dát, a asi si to zatím pořád nedám nikam. No nic, tak jde dál. Nicméně questy by měly být pročištěný zase. Jo. Takže jedem do Sázavy. Kolik vás je? Sedláci, ne. bude asi nejlepší, když to objedu přes most.
Yeah.
Kurňa, dneska se nějak trefuju do lidí, to já nedělám schválně.
Zabít pocestného.
Já myslím, že to je zbytečný, ne?
Spojovník uzavírací závorka.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Stačí, když najdu to ohniště a tam zapálím oheň, myslím. Co to je? Tady někdo bydlí? V ořechu. Milanec. To už běží moc na druhou stranu. Ježišmarja, tady budu hledat.
This looks like the place they were talking about.
Kde to bylo, kurva? Ja.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva! Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed. While trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
He had this on him.
Aye. That says alright. What did you do with the body?
I dragged it away and buried it.
That must have been quite a job.
True, it wasn't easy. But if I'd left the corpse, they'd know for sure I was the killer. This way, they just lost a couple of novices. Or do you think it would have been better to leave the body there?
Nah. I just have to make sure you did what was needed. Not even a mouse can get into that damn monastery, so I've no choice but to trust you.
And do you trust me?
Yeah.
What now?
What now? You did your job. Welcome. We need people like you.
But what do you need people like me to do?
I'm just the crimp. All I do is recruit. Now you get to go to our camp and find out everything you need to know.
Where?
Are you seriously telling me you didn't know it's the camp? Not too observant, are you? Well, there's a hill above Sasau, and on top there's an old abandoned fort. Only it's not as abandoned as it used to be. That's where the camp is. Go there and report to a fellow by the name of Eric. Tell him Kozliak sent you.
And they'll let me in just like that?
Good point. I almost forgot. At the gate, show them the special dye you took off Pius. That's our sign.
That's all?
That's all. You'll learn everything you need to know at Vraník. And hurry up. I've got a feeling there's something being planned.
Je, to zase musím do ratají. Kde je to něco jako... Tak to přeskoč, sakra. Ty vole, Jindro. No, tudy jsem teda zrovna jet nechtěl. To je mají, ne, sázavsky. Nicméně by mě to mělo dovést. Hovno, ty vole, kde to jsem? Tady nějaká cesta. To byla možná ona, ale já se radši vrátím. Tak, doufám, že tady nebude zase zátaras nějaký. Není, to je dobře. No, tak pokecáme s panem Hanušem a oni nás stejně pošlou na ten Vraník, takže je to jenom takový zdrženíčko vlastně.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tyjo, ten burák je tak rychlej, že už se fakt kolikrát i blbě řídí. Tak a pánové, kde pak budete? Na horním hraně. Tak asi opatrovíš, to je. Ne, tady.
God save you, Henry.
Sir, I have news, and I'm sorry to say it's nothing good.
After everything that's happened, you have even worse news. That's almost impressive.
I'm afraid so. It's going to happen again, and on an even bigger scale.
You're full of good cheer, aren't you? What exactly will happen?
It seems the Pribyslavitz encampment was just a start, and they're far from defeated.
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who works for them, and let him recruit me.
Ah, God's holy hat. You never cease to surprise me, lad.
And what did you find out?
They have another much bigger encampment in Vraník near to Sasau.
What do those bastards want? And who the hell are they?
To hurt us? Conquer the region? I'm not sure yet, but I can find out.
How?
I'm one of them now. I have their secret sign. I know where their camp is. All I have to do is go and take a look.
That's out of the question. It's too risky.
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get this, it'll be child's play. I already passed their test. They trust me.
Then we'll have to attack them before things get out of hand. Ideally right now when they're not expecting us. Once we catch that mangy little shit, we can ask him nicely what he wants. But then again, before we attack, it would be useful to have a spy go and scout out how many of them there are and what they're up to.
I don't want you to take any unnecessary risks.
It's much less risky than our raid on Pribyslavitz.
All right then, Hal. Go there and find out how many of them there are, and what their plans are, whatever you can. But don't stick your neck out too far.
Yes, sir.
Godspeed, lad.
Jak cupítá po těch schodech. Tak. To je přes most. Tu spodní cestu k vodě a tady se uvidí. Možná. Teda Jindro, ty co to dneska vyvádíš? Po buráku. Tak doufujeme, že budou lapkové zalezlí v tom dešti. Nejsou, ale... Nemám na vás čas dneska. Jsem tady. Takže nějak podle té vody pojedu nahoru do kopce. A pak se uvidí. Tady fakt není žádná cesta. Jo, je tady, měla by tady být cesta. Tak snad na ní narazíme. Máme moc pěkný počasí. Jo, s panem ptáčkem už se do lázní asi nepodívám.
What do you want?
Let me inside.
Inside, eh? What's the password then?
I came here for a game.
Show me that. Aye. Alright. Welcome to Vraník, comer.
Thank you for your kind welcome, comrade. Who should I report to?
Eric. He should be in the house. At the top.
To vezmeme tudy. Tady má někde pak budeme zdrhat asi, mám takový pocit.
Those tents look pretty impressive. These fellows aren't paupers, that's for sure.
So you're a cobbler?
Not quite, but I did work at a cobbler.
Not only strong outer walls, but inner ones too. This isn't good news. This must be where the commander found.
Co bych si tady zahodil síčka. Síčka a mohl bych si tady zahodit ještě šperháka jednoho. To jsem zvědavej. Jestli to tady najdu potom. Tak kde je ten Erik? Co mám jít za Erikem?
You won last time, didn't you? You might win again.
Yeah, I won. Fairly atrocious. Time before you took 20 off me.
Jo, to bylo docela určitě tady. Jako ještě, že se mám porejít po táboře, no můžeme to zkusit.
Camp. But enough of this shit.
Moje řeč. Co máte dobrýho dneska, chlapi?
Can't like going to.
A vy?
need to speak with Eric. Do you know where he is?
Do you see that big ruined house on the hill? That's where he usually is. His armor's that bright, you can't miss him.
Have you heard anything about what we'll be doing next?
Of course. Early tomorrow morning, there'll be a big sortie. Everyone around here knows that.
Velký barák na kopcu.
What do you want?
Kozlik sent me.
Ah, more reinforcements. You're the one from the monastery?
Yes, sir.
So you really killed that turncoat?
Yes, sir.
Well done. I heard about you, and quite honestly, I didn't think you'd succeed. So can you handle a sword?
Yes, I know what I'm doing.
Well, I think it's best if we put you to the test. Go to our combat master, Vraník. He'll soon find out what you're made of. Just go downhill, as far as the stockade. This tent is right next to the training arena.
All right, sir.
Tak jedem za svým starým známým. Sejít dolů k palisádě.
The wall here isn't too high.
No, a teď je ten Vaník. Tady to vypadá na nějaký plácek.
Are you Combat Master Vraník?
Aye, that's me. What do you want?
I'm Henry. Eric said you'd try me out to see how good I am with a sword.
Ah, another greenhorn. Nice to see Kozlik's doing his job. Mind you, most of the peasants he sends me couldn't fight a pile of manure with a pitchfork. Hey, don't I know you from somewhere? You look familiar.
Yes, you taught me sword fighting in Scalise.
Wait. Yes, I do remember. We met at the alehouse. Well, I'm glad you made it out alive. I took to my heels before it even started. All right, let's see what you're good for. Have you got a weapon? If not, you can borrow one over there. Now, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's see what you're made of. All right then, come back when you grow some balls. You'll get what for. Where are you? Ow! Mrtka! Fucker! Way off. Where are you going? This is where we fight. Come and get it! Didn't I tell you we're gonna fight here? We can't go crack. Didn't I tell you we're... Didn't I tell you we're gonna... Where are you going? I thought you... Where are you going? I thought you wanted to fight. Jesus, you got me. You're a lot better than most of the fuckers here, lad. Well done.
I've had a bit of practice.
So I see. I'll tell Eric what you've got in you. Don't worry about that. But so you don't think old Vraník has passed it, I'll teach you one trick you'll be glad to know.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
Well, I don't want to take it to the grave with me. All right, listen. Before you start twisting and turning, take a good firm stance with your legs wide apart, like this. As if you're about to let off a huge fart.
I think I've got it. Thanks.
Něco chroupnem. A jdem vstříc svému osudu. Tak a já jsem za minutku zpět. A jdeme na to, jdem se nechat zmydlit.
Sir, may I...
What is it?
I went to the fight master as you ordered, and I...
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think I know what's troubling the young master. He's surprised to see me here. And the feeling's mutual. When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
Radzig?
Indeed. This boy is very dear to him. And I expect he's looking for this? Am I right, young man?
You bastard. He's coming round.
I apologise for the discomfort, but it's for your own safety. And ours, of course. You can count yourself lucky, lad. I'm going to keep you alive. I'm sure your father will pay a nice fat ransom for you.
My father's dead. That lackey of yours wouldn't even let me bury him.
He doesn't know, Eric. Nobody told him. He told me, a foreigner, but not him. How very inconsiderate. I'm sure you'd rather hear it under different circumstances and from someone else, boy. But beggars can't be choosers. Your father, your real father, is alive. You even know him. It's your liege lord, Radzig Kobyla. Although, how much can he really care about you? Here you are, a homeless orphan, and he still hasn't acknowledged you. Your parents are both dead, aren't they? I thought so. And yet, Radzig still hasn't told you the truth. Could it be that he's ashamed of you? I wonder if you'll want to pay that ransom after all. Well, best not think about that. If your father won't pay your ransom, you have no value to me.
My father's dead.
I understand why you feel that way. My own childhood was not dissimilar. How strange that we should have something in common. But I've delayed long enough. Now it's time for you to tell me why you came here.
I was looking for my father's sword, which was stolen by a certain bastard.
And I found it. But I wonder which father you mean. In a way, it belongs to both.
Doesn't matter who it belongs to. I'm gonna kill you with it.
You're hardly in a position to threaten me. But now I think of it, why not? When your father, your real father, pays, I'll give you an opportunity to try.
I think that's very generous of you.
Isn't it?
Radzig will crush you, and I'll be there to see it.
I very much doubt it. You spied on our camp. You must realize that your father hasn't a fraction of the forces I've gathered. And now, with the king in captivity, there's no one to levy troops to come to your aid. Even united with Hanush and Divish, your father couldn't raise more men than I have. The only force in this country capable of defeating me is Sigismund's. And he pays me. When he wins, I win. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything. So meet the new lord of the realm.
A man like you will never rule here.
Have you never heard of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, or Sahinek the Dry Devil? They fought for your king and plundered the estates of the lords in Austria, just as I'm doing here. Like they say, the stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Sir, it's time.
Now, I'm afraid I have more important business to attend to. I'll leave Udo here to keep you company. And let's hope for both our sakes that your father pays up. Farewell.
Rot in hell!
Knock some manners into him, Udo. Come on, Eric, let's go. We've got work to do.
Henry, wake up. Can you hear me? Jesus, that brutally works you over. Here. Try to drink. I thought you'd never come round.
How do you know my name?
Don't you recognize me?
Zbyszek. You fucking traitor. You throw me to those bastards and then look me in the eye like nothing happened.
Shh, quiet. Maybe we started off on the wrong foot. But I'm your only chance to get out of here alive. So do you want my help or not?
What do you want?
I want to get you out of here. But if you'd rather, I can leave you to rot and get the shit kicked out of you by Ishtvan's bruiser.
Why would you, of all people, want to get me out of here?
I've got my reasons. They're not for the good of my soul, and for the good of my person. It'll cost you a few groschen, and that's all you need to worry about. You shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Shouldn't I? Even when it comes from a treacherous bastard who set his cutthroat friends on me when I was trying to bury my parents.
I won't deny we didn't get off to a very good start. But this is a chance to start over and let bygones be bygones.
So what exactly are your reasons?
Nothing you need to care about. Let's just say it's a personal matter.
But I do care. I don't believe a word you say. I know you're up to something. So you better try harder to convince me, or I'm not going anywhere with you.
Not a day passes without these cutthroats pulling daggers on each other. And I'm the youngest, so they make a slave out of me.
A bandit's life isn't quite how you imagined it, eh? My heart bleeds. But you could easily make a run for it on your own. Why bother with me?
Look, I just want to live a normal life. For that, I need peace and some corn. You need to get out of here, or you've got corn.
No, to zní rozuměl.
Won't cost you a tenth of what Ishtvan would want from Sir Rat. Why shouldn't we help each other?
How do you propose to do it?
Finally, we're getting somewhere. I know a way you can get out of the fortress without anyone seeing. I'll untie you, and you'll have to make your own way there. It shouldn't be hard at this time of night. I'll wait for you outside. Afterwards, you'll tell your noble father I helped you so they don't hang you. And naturally, you'll pay me something for the risk I'm taking.
Risk? Sounds riskier for me than for you.
Not really. What are they going to do with you when they catch you? They're going to ransom you, so the worst they'll do is lock you up again. But me, who was supposed to be guarding you, and let you escape?
To je taky
Nobody's going
argument.
to pay no ransom for me, friend.
All right then, let's get out of here. Untie me.
That's what I want to hear. But first, swear you'll tell Sir Ratsig I helped you. And that you'll pay me too.
You have my word. What's the plan?
Alright, I'll have to trust your man of honor. Now listen, I found a place where you can easily get out. Down in the camp on the slope above Sasau, there's a place where they throw the waste into the wall. The pile of shit reaches almost to the top of the stockade. All we have to do is jump over it and we'll have a soft landing. Then we're free.
Free and covered in shit. So that's all?
Well, first, we both have to get there. We can't let anyone see either of us. I'm supposed to be guarding you. Well, I'm supposed to be guarding you. So we have to keep to the shadows and stay away from prying eyes. I'll go first. There shouldn't be anyone outside in front of the barn. When you're out, go left along by the wall. There are cliffs everywhere, so try not to get yourself killed. I'll wait for you not far from the camp, by the dead tree between the path and the brook. Good luck.
Tady byly do těch kůlnách hrůzný věci. Nic, podíváme se.
What's going on there?
No. Nechal mi aspoň... Ani nůž mi nenechal.
Hey, what are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
No, bezva. Ježíšmarja!
Wait, I'll find you.
No tak to je teda paráda.
Where are you? What was that? Was that you?
Já jsem debil, já jsem si to neuložil.
Ha! Got you. I bet you're here.
You're a sneaky one. How come I didn't hear you?
Oh no! They've left clothes out to dry. We have to bring them in before they get soaked. Hey!
To jsem fakt neudělal schválně, abych si ještě jednou užil s
You'll have to
terkou.
put it by the stove to dry.
No, that would just make it reek of smoke. Help me bring it to the hay. It's sopping wet.
Not afraid of thunderstorms, are you?
Not anymore.
Shouldn't we spread the linen out?
Henry, hush now.
Tak to projdu ve zrychleném režimu, no. Psa si brát nebudu. Nebudu prodávat věci.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
About that evening.
Ah, yes. I never thanked you properly for helping.
Oh, I think you thanked me enough. But
Henry, you donkey. And anyway.
well, we'll be together. Well, obviously,
Papa, now you'd have to get...
I reckon I'd have no but.
And I'd have a sack. But seriously.
Well, I've got a lot of...
I know you we can't get married yet. And be fond of each other.
I've got something that...
All right. I can't have you walking around in torn rags, can I? Show it here.
Tak jsem asi tady jet. Tak se asi brát nebudu. Jedu za verbířama. Takovou školáckou chybu udělat a neuložit si to. Ježišmarja. Tak co, už jste tady všichni zdraví?
Good day to you.
How's it looking, Melikar?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured. It's nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, that's a relief. You've suffered enough. We've all suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died. But since you're here...
No. I can't possibly accept that. Give it all back, Melikar. With my thanks.
That's kind of you. I'm glad you appreciate our situation. Things are tough, all right.
I understand. I'm just glad everything turned out well.
So am I, lad. So am I. Take care now.
Tak, tím máme spalněný mor, že jo? A už nám zbývají jenom nájezdníci a hlavní linie. Nemám na vás čas. Takový nějaký jakoby chodníček, no.
This looks like the place they were talking about.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva! Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed. Or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
He had this on him.
What did you do with the body?
I dragged it away and buried it.
That must have been quite a job.
True, it wasn't easy. But if I'd left the corpse, they'd know for
Nah. I just have to make sure you did what was needed.
And do you trust me?
Yeah.
What now?
What now? You did your job.
But what do you need people like me to do? Where?
Are you seriously telling me you didn't notice the camp? There's a hill above Sasau. And on top...
And they'll let me in just like that?
Good point. I almost forgot.
That's all?
That's all. You...
Dám befel a pojedu rychle na Vraník a tam si to uložím, než tam vlezu. To si koupit budu muset.
God grant you health. How may I help you? God be with you.
Takže prodám ty zkažené věci.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Sir, I have news.
After everything that's happened, you have him.
I'm afraid so.
You're full of good cheer, aren't you?
It seems the Pribyslavits in camp.
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who works for them.
Ah, God's holy hat. You...
And what did you find out?
They have another much bigger encampment.
What are those bastards?
To hurt us? Conquer the region?
How?
I'm one of them now.
That's out of the question. It's...
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get...
Then we'll have to attack them before things... But then again, before we attack, it would...
I don't want you to take...
It's much less risky than our raid on Pribyslavit.
All right then, Hal. Go there and fight.
Yes, sir.
Godspeed, lad.
Opatrně po těch schodech, Jindro. Víš, že jsi křehká nádoba. Soráč. Já mám pocit, že jsem si na buráka vzal ještě ten perk závodní kůň. To už je kapku moc, on je rychlej i tak. Tohle už začíná být chvilkama takový neředitelný. Stejně bude zátaras, protože cokoliv jiného je mně jedno. Tak jsem tam, kde jsem to posral. Takže budu saveovat. Budu saveovat tady a pak si to zasejvuju ještě jednou předtím, než vlezu po druhý za tím Erikem. Ale to už asi nechám na příště, protože dneska bych to zbytečně kouskoval, ať ten Vraník, ať ten průchod mám projítej najednou. Takže díky za zkouknutí a zatím.